Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Platinum, the bug catcher run. In the last part, we got here to we slapped some honey on this guy's trunk up here, and then we went over to Valley Windworks. There's like nothing on here. I'm starting to wonder whether I should just like what are the mechanics of this? Is it a time thing? Is it just like a chance thing that might happen? What will it look like when it's shaking? I literally can't remember. It's already slathered in honey. I guess we just leave it there and then proceed. Those goons must be gone now since we've since we've rescued Valley Windworks. Well, here I was in the last video saying we never really come back to Floroma Town again, and I guess I'm going to eat my words, because I'll have to come back at some point to check that tree. What are you, Picnicker Lisa? But especially Bart. But especially Lisa. Oh my god. My Achilles heel. I guess I'll die, right? I guess I'll just die. Confusion will do more. Yeah, here we go. It's lights out, everybody. Oh, it only did 14. Isn't like Dustox's special defense its like defining feature though, isn't it? As far as I know, which is proving extremely useful right now, I must say. Do you know what? I think we like sacrifice you. Too cool. I don't want to like switch in Fraser just to get hit in the face with an Ember attack like right off the bat. You're in charge, Fraser. Large and in charge. Rock Smash? Maybe Bide would be the right way to go, but I'm worried about like it killing me by the time I actually get to get off an attack. Fire is definitely our weak point, and it's going to be probably for the entire game, but it probably will be for the entire game, but at least like this game, like the most like Generation 4, its defining characteristic is that there are like hardly any fire Pokemon in it. Like even like the fire type Elite Four member, I don't even think there are enough fire Pokemon for him to have enough, you know, which is kind of crazy. Like in terms of like new fire Pokemon in Generation 4, like outside of the starters, I can't really even think of any. Well, there was like Magmortar, like the evolution of the Magmar. I'm gonna come up here and check this tree. It's still not rustling. I'm gonna end up just putting honey, like slapping honey on every trunk I see, you know? And then just hope against all hope that something will happen. That's still not rustling. Oh, it's adorable. Look at it. Pachirisu. Like, the thing is, there are bug Pokemon that I want to catch, but as far as I know, you can only get them in the trees. Like, there are no other bug Pokemon that we can catch in the grass, as far as I know. Pretty much all of them are... There's 2 that I can think of that I want to get, and they're in those trees, so I need to get them. And I'd like to get them sooner rather than later, just for, like, the purposes of, like making sure that they're able to get some nice experience and as well just have more than 2 Pokemon, even though I must say, and like, what is even the point of them having that move? Like those like Water Sport and Mud Sport attacks always seemed like some of the most useless attacks that the game introduced. Like, because are you really, when you can only have 4 attacks, are you really going to sacrifice a space in order to have them? And like the majority of Pokemon that learn either or, the majority of Pokemon that learn either or of Mud Sport and Water Sport like, it's not a significant benefit. Like, the majority of Pokemon that learn Water Sport are Water type anyway, so Fire isn't going to be that effective, you know? The majority of Pokemon that learn Mud Sport are a Ground Pokemon already, so weakening Electricity is completely irrelevant. So, like, here we go again, you know, great, Electricity's power was weakened. It's like, I don't mind, it's giving me some time to get some easy experience with Too Cool here, but they're just, like, I don't understand, like, the rationale of them, to be honest. Even if they are going to be something that's a benefit to you, like, as far as, like, if you're a Grass type that can learn Water Sport, for example, or I think there are some Water Pokemon that can learn Mud Sport, like, one, again, are you going to sacrifice both an attack slot when you only have 4, and are you going to sacrifice your first turn just to use it? And really, is it going to be of a lot of benefit to you if you're going up against a Pokemon that has electric attacks anyway? Like, they're just, they're not great. They're the kind of attacks that I wonder, like, are they on the list of attacks that have been removed? You know, like, there was, like, a huge, like, cull of attacks from the game in Generation 8. I suppose it's kind of controversial. To be honest, like, I don't... there are some where I'm kind of like, yeah, I won't miss them, you know, especially some of the ones from the older games that were just irrelevant after becoming irrelevant, you know, where there were too many games that were similar and too many attacks that were similar or whatever, but there are some of them that I kind of miss, you know, because they were unique. Like, isn't, like, Bone Club gone now? Like, I think now there's only Bone Meringue and Bone Rush and Shadow Bone, for what that's worth. But, like, Bone Club is gone now, as far as I know, so there's only Bone Meringue and Bone Rush, you know, and I think that's a shame, because, yes, it's like an attack that, oh, you have to go to the trouble of programming it into the game just so that Cubone can have it, or something. Well, it's like, that's what gives, oh, you're going down, I swear, Roselia. Again, like, confusion is just after giving us a new lease on life here. Everything changed the day Dustox attacked. Like, it's attacks like that give the game its color, you know, if you know what I mean, like those kind of little individual kind of unique attacks that aren't like anything else. Like, there was a certain point where I kind of didn't like what direction the attacks were going, because it seemed like what they were trying to do was make sure that there was a version of each type of attack for every Pokemon type, or each, like, kind of, like, strata of attack for every Pokemon type. Like, there had to be a power this attack for this type that was special and physical, and there had to be a power 40 increased priority move, and I'm gonna learn this. One, because I think it's special, and two, because it just gives me some more type coverage, which is just useful. Like, if I come up against another bug Pokemon, at least I have something that I can counteract it with. That was a lot of experience for beating that flower. I was just gonna say, this, like, smells, it reeks of hidden item. That thing still isn't rustling. So yeah, it seemed like they were pretty much trying to, like, standardize the attacks that there were, you know, which, I don't know, it's like fair enough, but I like to have, like, a little bit of variety, you know, and for it not to feel like every type has a standard set of attacks that go with it. I think they kind of tried, they've stopped doing that now, though, and again, I'm coming back here to check this tree. I need to, like, find out what triggers these trees rustling, because, is there even nothing in there? And is there a benefit to slapping more honey on there when there's already honey on there in the first place? I don't know. But I feel like they've stopped doing that to a certain extent. Like Generation 8 definitely like has attacks added which are completely unique. You know, like the one that I always think of is like I love some of the attacks that were oh Shellos, you're so adorable. I feel like I need to do like another Let's Play of this game just to be able to get some of these beautiful Pokemon that are in it, as well as the bug types, you know. I didn't even look at the other tree. Hang on a second. No. I don't know why I thought that it would be rustling. And here's an adorable Weasel. Like, there's just all very, like, cute Pokemon in Generation 4. Really cool designs. Like the ones that you learn from the tutors on the Isle of Armor, I think are really cool, and they're extremely unique. Like you have that one, like Scorching Sands, I think is like one of the best ideas for an attack that they've brought in. It's like a cool like ground type attack and a special ground type attack at that, which is let's just see how much this does. It's a special ground type attack at that, which is even cooler. And it also has the chance to burn. Like I just think I love attacks like that are like completely just unique, but they fill a gap, you know. So in terms of offering you extra utility, so I definitely am a fan of that. Like I taught that to my Ninetales, and I thought it was a really good one because you it just fits, you know, it just makes sense. No, let's stick with Too Cool. She's like holding down the fort here very effectively, I must say. Oh, now you're biding. Well, I'll tell you, I invented bide. You don't go toe-to-toe with me in a biding battle. Taking a bide to a gunfight or whatever. Whoa. I must admit that kind of spooked me just a little bit when I saw how much damage it did. It's probably gonna kill me now again. Like I just like run my mouth. Like why should anything ever change? All I do is like run my mouth and then get in trouble for it, you know? 10 seconds later. Just trying to think of like other examples of like what I'm trying to talk about. Like Generation 8, I liked that there are lots of unique moves that were added, like especially things like how there was like the Galarian Slowbro and Galarian Slowking each have their own signature moves that they have, you know. There's like even the fact that in Generation 7 as well, I suppose they have like some of those cool moves that they added too, but I guess like, and I think I've gone through this entire like redemption process in one of the Pokemon Shield videos themselves, you know. There's an Oran Berry that I probably won't use and then regret it. The Pecha Berry returned to the dust of the earth. I think I like went through this entire process in one of the Shield videos of like starting to talk about this and then realizing actually, you know, there's like a valid point or there's a valid reason, I suppose. Like, and I think my is this thing like not going to rustle? Please rustle. The and I think like the conclusion that I came to was that, and I'm sorry that I keep having to come back to heal my Pokemon like every couple of minutes, but like Too Cool took a little bit of a beating there. The conclusion that I came to was that like there was like, I suppose what they wanted to do was just add, there were like certain points where they added quite a lot of attacks in at the same time, and I suppose they just wanted to, I suppose when in this game there was like the divide happened between physical and special attack, between physical and special attacks. I suppose that meant that all of a sudden, if you were like a special type, if you were a special type poison Pokemon, for example, there was like probably half the attacks open to you to start building a move pool compared to before, you know. But on the other hand, if you were, let's say, for example, a physical type electric Pokemon, thankfully now there were at least attacks that you could use for same type attack bonus or whatever, so I guess they just had to add in a lot more attacks in a short period of time for purpose of viability more than anything. Is this the way to Amarillo? Amber Zachary. Zachary Binks. Or is it Thackeray? No, it's Thackeray Binks. It's almost Halloween. Which is crazy to think of. Don't you dare, like, there's dirt in your eye. It's almost Halloween, which is crazy. Like, it's gonna be Halloween in just over a week. Thankfully I have the day off. I have Halloween off itself, and I have the next Monday off, so I think what we're gonna do is probably invite my brother over, make some pizza, and watch some stuff. Like, one of the things that we want to watch is, like, there's this crazy thing that I saw is on Netflix, where I'm just like, that can't be real, like, that can't exist. It's like a Netflix interactive thing about The Undertaker, like the wrestler The Undertaker, called Escape the Undertaker, which is some sort of like interactive choose-your-own-adventure horror thing. I'm just like, what in, like, the name of all that is good and holy? Like, I can't believe that 2021 is such an astounding place that The Undertaker has like an interactive movie named after him, you know? At least we don't have to worry about this thing flinching us with, because of the benefit we get from shield dust or whatever. Gold dust. That would be a watch, right? Escape Gold Dust. Escape Gold Dust's Pleasure Mansion is what it would be more likely. Is it just me, or does Apom, did Apom just like make the same noise as Goldeen or something? So yeah, we're probably gonna watch that and maybe a film. There's also like a board game that we have, or like, it's not I suppose a tabletop game is the proper like term for it, really, right? A tabletop game that we have called Betrayal at the House on the Hill. That we haven't actually got to play yet because there's only 2 of us, and you need more than 2 players to play it, really. But we really want to try it out, so maybe that day as well, if my brother is coming over for Halloween, we'll be able to play that as well. This is like a big mistake right here. Not switching out to, and now it's an even bigger mistake now that my defense is after harshly falling. All I can hope is that since this isn't a gym leader, he has like shitty AI. Well, I guess that answers my question, everybody. Like, if this was Rourke, he'd just be like, rock throw, rock throw, rock throw, rock throw, looking at his fingernails, rock throw, rock throw. Like, I swear. It's funny because, like, to be honest, I'd kind of like it if they gave every trainer good AI. Like, that'd be one. I wonder if anyone's ever done that. I feel like I do this in every LP where I'm like, I wonder if anyone's ever done this specific type of hack, you know? Like when I was talking about it in Sonic Adventure. But I wonder if anyone's actually ever done like a Pokemon game hack to make the game like more challenging by giving every trainer in the game like the high level AI, because that's usually what they do to last. That's usually what they do to like to make the difficulty level different between the bog standard trainers and, let's say, the gym leaders and the Elite Four, you know, is they give them like all, it's like the AI works differently between them. So like if you're like using a regular type of if you're like up against a regular type of trainer, they won't necessarily you're going down, I'm sorry. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, Battle Girl Kelsey. Which is why, like, if you're going up like against Rourke, he's like, oh, you're weak against rock attacks, so I'll use rock type moves, you know. But if you're going up against that hiker guy there, he's like, oh yeah, well, I'll just screech, even though if he that Onyx probably knows rock throw, and he just didn't think it was a good idea to use it, you know. So I think that'll be like, it'll be a good way of making a Pokemon game more difficult in a non kind of absurd way, in a way that's like very natural, you know. You don't hack it to give everybody crazy Pokemon or something like that. You just change the trainers that already are there so that they have like different AI patterns or whatever. This is probably going to be the last battle we have. I'm just trying to get to like the next destination really by the end of the video. I'm wasting so much time just by going back and forth. You know, it's a Lovelace. Lovelace is back in the computer being like, why doesn't anyone love me? Lovelace more like Loveless. Oh god. This Piplup is getting revenge for the ill treatment of Lovelace. I'm kind of sailing close to the wind here, living on a razor's edge. Whoa, okay. I think we switch out to Fraser. I'm really glad that Too Cool has been able to, that we've been able to give Too Cool some nice levels though. Get her level up all the way to 15. I don't know like what kind of attacks Dustox learns in this game though. I presume we'll learn Silver Wind or Bug Buzz or something. This is what I'm talking about. Like one of the things that they did in this game was actually add powerful bug type attacks. Like there were no, I suppose Mega Horn in Generation 2 was the only really powerful bug type attack up until Generation 4, you know. Silver Wind, I suppose, has a 60 type, power of 60, but like that's, I guess this is the entrance to Eterna Forest, and that's the shortcut that we can't take. A fellow bug catcher! What should I do? I say just go for it, man. Your bug Pokemon will show you the way. Is this like a local Pokemon center by any chance? Is this like a fellow bug catcher who's going to be like, I see that you're another believer. Yes! Respite for fellow bug catchers. Your bug Pokemon look so refreshed, your sweat is so shiny and beautiful. For now though, I think we're going to cut this video here, and I'm going to say thank you very much for watching this part of Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. In between videos I'm going to see if I can get any of those trees to rustle. And maybe we can start off the next video by seeing what's in one of them. So, thanks for watching, see you next time, bye now.